My beasts of burden. We have more Ravnica spoilers, and they are starting to really heat up. We have gotten, as you all know, a Planeswalker that wins the game. If you -9, Vraska, Golgari Queen, you win the game. You get an emblem that says whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Now, it's obviously more of a commander planeswalker, but think about it, in standard, if you can somehow find a way to protect her long enough that you can -9 her, you just win the game like that. That's a good win condition right there. You can take a lot of advantage of her +2 because you sacrifice a permanent and you gain life and draw a card. You can make use of like lands that you that are flooding your mana pool with. You can have creatures that you can interact with well, so when you sacrifice them, they actually do extra damage to the player, or that you sacrifice it to draw cards already, and you're drawing just even extra cards. Think about like a mana rock or something, right? You're sacking that, you're already going to draw a card, and then you're drawing more cards because of the Planeswalker ability. So that is pretty cool. What we did also get yesterday was the new lockets. So just like the clue stones and the signets before, we have little mana rocks. So for 3 colorless mana, you can add one of whatever guild colors you happen to be playing. And then for 4 of whatever colors your guild is playing, you can sacrifice the locket to draw 2 cards. So I think that's pretty good. That's a pretty good upside. I mean, these in foil, I can imagine looking really nice too. We have, I believe this is an Aurelia, Niv-Mizzet, Lazov, Underrealm Leech, March of the Multitudes, which looks crazy. So they're bringing back Invoke, which is a old mechanic from the original Ravnica series. Not Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica, City of Guilds. So it's X, 1 green, 2 white, and its Convoke is your creatures can help cast this spell by tapping each creature you control. That pays 1 mana. So basically, you can create X/1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. So that is pretty powerful. I can't see that being really good in standard, but it's definitely a good commander card. A lot of the cards so far that have been released, I'm eyeing them more for commander than anything else. There's cards like Deafening Clarion, which is a Boros card. But it doesn't really do too much. I mean, it's weird because you deal 3 damage to each creature, so it's kind of like, Pyroclasm, but like 1 extra damage. But then you also get creatures you control gain lifelink. So you can choose one or both. I don't know if there's a lot of scenarios that I could think of right now that you would be using 2 of them. Because unless your creatures are really powerful, because 3 damage kills most creatures on the board, especially if you're trying to go wide strategy. So you'd be killing each creature you have. So I don't really see how that works. It's basically, I guess, good for sideboarding against maybe a burn deck if you're playing some mid-range or Boros deck and maybe modern. But again, it's okay. Ral, is it Viceroy? Legendary Planeswalker, Ral, obviously. It's a 5 loyalty Planeswalker, so that's pretty high. Its +1 ability is look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other in your graveyard. So that's actually a really good ability because it plays with Surveil really well. Because Surveil will fill your graveyard with a lot of cards, and you can cast them later. Like there's one card that was, there it is, Mission Briefing right here. So this card, out of all the spoilers today, this is the one that really caught my eye. So it is 2 blues. It would be nicer if it was 1 colorless and 1 blue, but you can't really complain because the card is that good. You Surveil 2. Choose an instant or sorcery card in your graveyard. You can cast that card this turn. If that card would be put into a graveyard this turn, exile it instead. So you Surveil 2. So you look at the top 2 cards, and you can put them in your graveyard if you want, and you can cast one for free. So essentially, you're getting a lot of power for just 2 mana. So essentially you could have a high-powered sorcery in your graveyard that you're casting for 2 mana. Let's say if it's like a 5 or 6 mana sorcery spell, you can be casting it essentially for the cost of 2 because that's what you have to cast mission briefing for. But essentially it's free, but you still have to cast mission briefing. So that is a really powerful card. I'm really excited for that one. We're bringing back some Sphinxes here. They're going a little tribal. Mentor seems to be an ability mostly to the Boros Guild. So that's pretty cool. House Guild Mage. They're bringing back Guild Mages, which is really cool. They're basically creatures that are almost like mini Planeswalkers because they'll have mana abilities that they can either tap to do an ability or you just pay mana. So they're kind of like worse versions of Deathrite Shaman, I guess is a good way of putting it. But I'm really looking forward to this set. I mean, just imagine if they would have had masterpieces in the set. Oh wait, they do. Oh wait, but not in the packs. Never mind. Ugh, right? But seriously, if they actually brought back masterpieces in the set, it would be incredible. It really would be. But either way, this set is starting to really heat up. I can't wait to see what they're going to spoil tomorrow and maybe later today. We've yet to see any killer reprints from the older Ravnica sets, which there is some rumors floating around that they might bring back a really powerful card or two. They already obviously brought back Chromatic Lantern, but I'm thinking old school. I'm thinking like old Ravnica Guild Pack and etc. Right? We will see. But either way, right now it's looking pretty good, and things are really starting to heat up right now. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Think the set is getting better every day? If you think so, let me know in the comments. If you actually don't think this set is looking good, let me know as well. But either way, I am very happy with this so far.